All right, people, I got a great update on the the 200% gains. Well, it's really in 3 days, and I'll explain that. But I have a more of a documented close to the 200% gains for the Mayo 3 plan of the 150 calls, and I want to just go. I want to show this. I didn't show this properly, so let me show this. I want to show you some really key important points. It's a great way to learn, especially for new people. It's a great review, people. Let's take a look at it. All right, people, I'm inside that Mail 3 plan. Um, it's a little bit cut off here because of where I'm recording, but you can see it. Apple set up the test 152 to 155. Well, we already are inside that range. And this is the May 3rd plan, which we confirmed May the 5th, right? And over here, you can see I talked about using the June 16 150 calls. Let's go see what those 150 calls cost because I don't think I showed this before. Let's go see. All right, people. So I'm inside the video, and the Apple 150 calls, June 16. At the time, okay, now of course we didn't pay this price, but they were trading at a dollar 62. Okay, we'll say or 163. Okay, so that's the in the video, in the Mail 3 video, and I'm going to post this in the video for you. Again, if you want to investigate the option prices, because I document every movement, okay, from confirmation. I've been documenting everything, people, and I do this to educate and to empower because nobody's doing it like this, okay? Nobody. All right, so now let's get to the confirmation date, but I want to see, this is what it costs. Now, of course, I didn't pay this. I'll show you what I did pay. All right, people. So now I'm back into the stock on the stock twits, the my stream power trigger trade here. See May 5th, 12:09 p.m. Um, well, sorry, 12:06. I said Apple in with some June 150 calls because it's confirming. So I'm saying, I'm going into this, okay? Because we were trading above the 148.30 pivot. Now in the video, we triggered not by volume but more of price pressure, basing action, and I mean it was just again it was a surprise to me how it happened. This was on Friday, of course, but nonetheless I had to get in. So I got in with the June 150 calls and it triggered initial entry. Anyways, the first was 212. I got a better average than this, but just to make things simple, we're going off of the posted price that I posted here, 212. Okay. Now, as you saw in the video, they cost $1.63 on May the. But because we had to pay for confirmation, okay, we had to pay for the power. It's going to cost more, and it happened to cost 212. Doesn't matter. Still made a lot of money, right? That's May the 5th. At the same time, I made reinforcement plans. So let's go take a look at something here. All right, people, you can see on the weekend, which was this is Sunday, May the 7th here. I posted the May 5th update. In other words, I said that because of the way it closed, I made another plan that if it would simply confirm that, that's another way to enter. And so this plan made money too, but I'm going off of that. There are so many ways to trade, but I'm going off of this plan, okay? Now, let's go on and take a look at a few more key facts, people, okay? This is all on my stream, all documented, incredible video here. Here I am making another update here on May the 8th. This is on Monday, and I said I posted this confirmation point on May 05 at 12:09, but yeah, I showed this point, right? But now at 11:15 a.m., those options now cost 3.50. So they made a nice move so far, right? And that was on May the 8th. So let's talk about what other positive things that I said here, reinforcing points. Then I made a video showing the 150% gains on these very options, right? Now, they really hit 200% in 3 days, okay? So that's why I'm saying 3 days, even though this is the fourth day, but it was really 3 days. And let me show you why. Because you notice, and I'll prove it to you right now. I want to show you this carefully here. Here it is. So on May the 9th, people, that's when the options hit 200% because if you look at, when we look at today's close, right, Apple on May the 9th at 12:07 p.m. was much higher than 144, and it was also, of course, less days were involved, right? Because May 11th, right now, we closed at 144, and yet options are close to this price, and I want to show this to you. And again, you could check this out for yourself information, but I want to document it in the video for everybody to see. So we already hit 200% here. Okay, but I wanted to make a more, and again, I made reinforcement calls. And another thing I want to make a point of here is I'm going to scroll up to my my May 08 plan. Now, on May 8th, Well, I have to go to the May, but I also made a plan on May 8th, and inside this video, uh, I gave another confirmation. Now, this didn't make money on this confirmation right out of the gate. It required one to buy the pullback, because I talk about a 152 support. So the initial confirmation didn't make much money because Apple did pull back. But I'm making money on my other options, so it doesn't really matter, right? And again, these are the June 16, and I'm not going to talk about that now. But what I'm trying to say is that there was more percentage gains made on the 150 because selling some, buying in cheaper, and writing it a gain. Options could have made in total 200 300% gains, okay, by May the 11th. But we're talking about actual pricing closing of the options, and they actually did close close to that today. But all these videos are kind of united, and I'm explaining it because there's a lot to explain, and I didn't want to explain it very clearly. This is a very good video for you to see, but again, all document reinforcements that I made. Here again on May the 9th at the afternoon, I said Apple is trending, need to hold a key position and add on dips. Any Apple pullbacks have been on an up move. And what I was saying here was basically what I was saying. If someone again, my plans, if you're not listening to the videos, you're not studying, you're not going to understand anything. But again, in my May 8th plan, let's go to right over here. Inside of this, I talk about a 152 support area, and 2 days in a row, Apple gave you a chance to enter cheaper and actually make gains for May 11th on a new position, or at least if you bought some options on this May 8th update, which hasn't produced a lot of profits, but if you did buy the dip, you have a lower what's it called, average, and so forth, and which is, again, I don't usually do that, but in Apple's case, and it's again in my videos I've explained the bullishness of it, the frozen rope and all these things. That's been the case. Now let's go take a look at the options quickly. Okay, people, so today is May the 11th, and Apple closed at 153.95. Now I want to show my point. Now don't forget, remember, just a few days ago Apple was as high as 154, and this is why these options are really they're higher. So you can see the July 150 calls they close at 570. That's practically that's about 180%. But if you take into the account of the dips, and you take into account that this Apple was higher than 154, right? We had a high of 154.75. The options for a short period of time did hit over 200% in 3 days. Okay, and I just wanted to show the video in a very step-by-step manner. And again, this is all powerful proof if you look on my stream, but I'm showing it in the video how to look for yourself. And again, if you go and study the videos for yourself, listen to what I've explained, if you took the advice and were prepared, and of course me saying it's confirmed, and you listen to what the video said, and you have trust in what I'm saying, gains of making money in Apple were an easy no-brainer. My videos told you the facts, the truth, the power. Alright, people. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades, I suggest you subscribe. See the Sandro Power Target Trade? It's going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. Listen, people, I make great plans, not just for Apple, for many different stocks. The key is confirmation is key. Study the videos. I make updates. I'm even saying the confirmation, but I want people to understand that there's a method, a psychology, a reason why we're doing things, and the targets and all these things I say are to help give you the confidence. At the same time, look, things aren't going to work out sometimes, and we need to take. We have to cut. You're not gonna. Even though we have targets, if there's an issue how we're going to target, sometimes you have to take small profits. But the key is, most of the time, on an 8 to 10 ratio, in other words, 8 out of 10 times, if it confirms, the trade is a winner, and some of them big winners, beyond 200, 300%. But if I see 102%, if I see bigger, then I say the percentage gains 100, because sometimes we don't get we get 100% in there. That's how we. That's it. It's the action towards the 100%. Because listen, nobody knows the future. Okay, if I know that for sure we're going to hit 200%, I could say that. I could. We could hold for that. But we need, again, every day the market moves, and how we move to our targets gives us the direction. Can we make the 100%? Just like I've been reinforcing Apple trade so much because I see the potential for it to make these gains, and that's why we hit the 200% gain club. Okay, people. Again, not many services can do what I'm doing because what I see in the alignment, and I do this for many stocks, it has to be properly aligned. Apple's not going to be producing 200% gains every single week in options. It's just not that kind of stock to trade. They appear here and there. Sometimes we get multiple weeks. Sometimes you could have a month or so that there's nothing really solid for the options, for solid options. But it doesn't matter. I go into other stuff. Anyways, this is a great review, people. Don't forget to subscribe. I wanted to educate and empower and help all followers. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Panda Power Sugar Trades good here, and like the video.